As Christians, we all know this, right? The head knowledge is that we should live with purpose and destiny. But then what happens when things don't go according to plan? The 10-year series answer, right, is to be a Christian is to have Christ in your life, right? But I think for me, being a Christian means living with a sense of purpose and destiny. I understand destiny as the journey you're on to reach a destination. And I think what is that destination that God calls us to? It's really to know God and to be loved by God. But then what happens when things don't go according to plan or when you're thrown off lah? Actually, I think now I'm going through this season where I struggle with understanding what God has in store for me in this season. Because remember, pre-COVID, I'm supposed to go to Timor, but then when we are stuck here in Singapore, and you have to ask God, right, God, why? I think for me, it is really disorientating. Suddenly you feel that the path is not so clear, right? You know that actually every day you're living out your destiny, but that's head knowledge. But in the everyday, in the confusion and the, what is the point of this? There is a struggle. And actually, I think I will doubt God. There are many times in my life where I will doubt, firstly, the existence of God, the person of God. I will doubt the reality of God. And logically, rationally, a lot of things do not make sense. And I don't like it when things don't make sense. And God doesn't make sense. So I think for me, actually, after I got married, I think I can understand a lot more about what grace is and what love is. I think cognitively, I've always known, right? God loves you unconditionally. God accepts you unconditionally. And His grace is sufficient. But then because I always feel that I have to prove myself or I have to work for it, then there is a certain limitation to how much His grace really is sufficient and how much I can receive His love. But I think after I got married and experienced it through a human being, I think that then shows me if a human being can love me this much and offer me this much grace, then how much more the depth of God's love.